Hey everybody, we're going to talk about the rogue cards that are coming out for the Great Dark Beyond. I got to be one of the lucky ones that got to do the theory craft this week, and it was really, really cool. I think rogue is really fun for those that like to play rogue and do, nutty things. I think there's a couple of cards that are very strong. I think that the rogue is maybe going to come back a little bit. Rogue, if you've seen it for the last 2-3 expansions, have not been great. There's been a couple of decks. I'm not going to, say that, oh yeah, Rogue's been garbage, but Rogue has been struggling, especially the last 2-3 months with, nothing great in terms of meta representation. This time, I think there might be some changes. We're going to talk about it. I think the starships were fun. So if you're looking at this one, Starship Piece, 5 mana, 4/3 gravitational displacer. When this is launched, summon a copy of this starship. It was good for 4/3. Some of the other starship pieces that could do some nutty stuff. I love the signatures of all of these starships. Scavenger's Will, it looks amazing. Do I think that starships will be super prevalent in the entire game? No, I don't think that's going to be the dividing factor of, hey, listen, you're playing starships or you're playing nothing. I don't think starships were ever meant to be, and I could be wrong on this. I don't think starships were meant to be the turn killers. I don't think it were meant to be the game-ending thing, and it was supposed to be the pieces that if you didn't play the starship, you weren't winning the games, because there's other stuff in there. I think it's just a really cool mechanic that plays like Hearthstone does, and I'm there for it. Of course, we're going to see some broken stuff. If you looked at any of the Theory Craft videos for those that are playing Rogue, there's some stuff that you could do with it. It's pretty powerful. Next up, 4 mana Talgath, 4/4 demon. Undamaged enemy minions take double damage, and then the combo is going to backstab. We know what backstab does. I love the art on this. I think the art is amazing. I just didn't see... And I've heard different people disagree with me on this, and it's fine. Let's all disagree or agree to disagree, whatever you want to call it. I didn't see this being that strong. It's situationally, yeah, it could absolutely kill a minion and what have you. There's ways to clear the board, but 4 mana, 4/4, I didn't see it right then and there. There needs to be refinement. Going at the theory craft and saying this is what the game's going to be is just completely wrong. So I could be wrong on this one. I just didn't personally see it as a game breaker. This one was super fun. 6 mana Quasar, shuffle your hand into your deck and reduce the cost of cards in your deck by 3. So if you have this and you have ways of doing card draw, you're getting cheap cards. The cool thing about Rogue is the Rogue cards are cheap anyway. Rogue cards are never really super expensive. So this one's going to make Rogue cards next to nothing. It's going to be played all the cards at once. All the nutty stuff that Rogue can do and has done with very low cost cards, playing half of their hand in one game, half of their deck, in one turn. So yeah, nutty stuff. And look at the signature. I think we get this one as one of the free ones. I think it's maybe for owning all of the cards. And the animated version looks pretty cool. Nothing spectacular, but it looks pretty cool. 2 mana Lucky Comet. Discover a combo minion. The next one you play triggers its combo twice. We know what all the combos do. So this one will work. You get 2 backstabs. This one, you get 4 minions. This one, deal 4 damage. You see what it is. There's so many options that you can use. This is Discover. And plus the fact is you might be playing this for 0 mana. A little broken. Next up, 3 mana Pressure Points. Deal 3 damage to a minion. Reduce the cost of combo cards in your hand by 1. So remember all the combo potential and the ones that you can get from, pulling that minion. Combo's going to be crazy. I don't think it's going to be the be-all, end-all because there's a lot of random stuff in here. But this one's pretty cool. We'll talk about this one in a second. Here we go. 2 mana 1/3 demon Eridar Skulker. Combo and spell burst. Gain 2 attack and stealth. So one of their minions with stealth is going to be crazy. This with the rogue spell that does the where it summons a copy, puts it back in your hand. there's going to be some nutty stuff. You're going to see some absolute nutty stuff. Next up, 1 mana starship schematic. Discover a starship piece from another class. So here's starship pieces. Here's all the other classes. And also thanks to Hearthpwn for making this awesome setup for me, so I don't have to look for 50 million cards when I'm trying to go over this. Lots of potential here. Again, I don't think Starship for Rogue is going to be the meta-defining part of their class, but I think it will be used. Yeah, cosmetic for the Starship schematic is awesome. I don't think I've ever looked at it as well as this, and I think I know who that is as the artist. Just stellar. Next up, 3 mana barrel roll. Deal 5 damage to an undamaged character. Cost 1 if you are building a starship. So 1, and if there's a reduction in cost because all of the cards are less because of the other card, you're gonna be able to just do fun stuff. Fun stuff. Your opponent might not like it, but hey, you're not here for your opponent. Next up, 2 mana Scrounging Shipwright. Death Rattle. Get a random starship piece from another class. It's a 3/2 Draenei, and the same thing that we're talking about here. You know, you get another starship piece. There's some crazy things the starship pieces is there. Rogue likes using other cards, other classes, so it's just a match made in heaven. And look at the schematic. And not schematic. Look at the signature. Look at this. Crazy good. Crazy good. I think we have one more left. Yes, we do. 1 mana Space Rock Collector. Battlecry. Your next combo card costs 1 less. 2/1 Draenei. So, here's all the combo cards again. There's some good ones. There's some weird ones. I think I saw some craziness with Eridar Skulker and combos in Rogue. I didn't play any specific Rogue decks. We were trying to get Libram Paladin to work. Little bum that I don't think that is going to work. But the Rogue, I'm hoping, comes back a little bit. You know, if you look at the win rates of Rogue right now, it's very low. There's that Spell Burst Rogue and there's a Dagger Rogue or what have you. Not very huge or heavy right now, but I'm hoping we'll see something. But I also I don't want to see cheating. You know what I mean? I just want a fine line. I want something that works for all classes. I want every class to have like a good 1 or 2 decks, regardless of how much you're spending in the game, to where if someone's a Rogue main, they can play it without feeling, you know, cheated. And I know I'm using the word cheated. I'll throw up the hand signs there, hand quotes. I don't want anybody to have a bad experience with this. And I don't want something to be so broken to where, you know, the opponent feels like, okay, this was stupid. This was stupid playing against this. Like I might have said in my previous video, you know, with Shaman and Asteroids. Asteroids tilted me a little bit. I mean, I went from 24 health to 0 health in 1 turn. Just because of Asteroids. So I don't want to be, you know, that to be an unfun experience. You know, Rogue has had some unfun experiences recently, you know, a couple of months back or what have you with the Weapon Rogue, and then there was another one, I don't remember the name of the archetype, but you know what I'm talking about. It's the one that just kept on, you know, putting those minions in, and with the Gnolls, remember the Gnolls? The Gnolls were like, oh my god. I don't want it to be a bad, miserable experience for other players, but I think Rogue has some fun stuff. I think that Rogue will have a deck that's a little bit more meta defining. Maybe it's win rates. Maybe it won't be the last class of the standings on HS Replay. We'll see what happens, but it does look fun. The entire set looks fun. Great Dark Beyond, November 5th, and I am done talking about Rogue. Let me know your thoughts of the set for Rogue. Do you like it? Do you hate it? Are you getting nervous about all of the crazy potential that Rogue has? I'm done rambling. I will see you in the next video.